styling your wardrobe. What you need to do is, if you have a wardrobe full of clothing, but you feel like you have nothing to wear, you may think that the first step is to really declutter your closet. And while I'm all for a good declutter, what I have found, girlfriend, is that so many times if women declutter their closet of all the things that are not working, they often have very little left that is working and they feel even more discouraged. So instead of doing that, we're going to reverse it. And in this video, I'm going to help you figure out what is going to work for you first, help you to put some things in that closet that you love to wear, that you feel fabulous in, and then you can let go of the things that don't. You may be thinking to yourself, that sounds great and I would love that, but how on earth are you going to help me to figure out what it is that is going to work for me? Well, girlfriends, each of us are individuals. Let me first and foremost say that your body, your personal style, you as a woman are unique, and that's what makes you beautiful and fabulous as you are. But in the 20 years of styling women, I have kind of figured out a few things along the way that have been common themes and things that have helped a lot of women just like you. So in this video, we're gonna go through a couple of different questions, get cozy, get your cup of coffee, and let's get stuck in. So firstly, we need to figure out what your personal style is now, okay? And you do have one. You may not feel like you have one. It may not be as stylish as you like, but girlfriend, you still get dressed in the morning and you still choose what you put on your body. But we want to focus on where you are right now. Sometimes we tend to get stuck in the graveyard of what our closet used to be. Our closet can sometimes be a graveyard of the body we used to have, of the lifestyle we used to have, of the life that we used to have. So I'm more interested in who you are now at this time in your life. We're going to deal with body shape later, so don't let all the voices in your head start on you about that. We will deal with that, but for now, let's talk about how to discover your personal style. Now, I've heard a couple of different methods, and some people find it really helpful to create a Pinterest board, to go through Pinterest, look at some ideas, create a board of things that you kind of like, looks that you like. And while for some women this is incredibly helpful, for some women it's incredibly frustrating because we tend to look at a picture and say to ourselves, oh, but I don't look like that, or I cannot get that kind of clothing, or all the internal dialogue. So what I'd like you to do is to start with your own closet. Go into that closet of yours before you start chucking out things and look for pieces that you love. They don't even need to fit you right now. You may not be wearing them right now for all the reasons that you're not wearing them, but I'd like you to go and find some key pieces. Lay them out on your bed, take them out, and start to look for the commonalities. What are those commonalities of the things that you love wearing? It could be a dress that you used to love that doesn't fit you anymore. It may be the print in that you really still love, or the colors that you love. Maybe it's the style. Maybe it's that pair of leather pants that you used to wear that you still really love, but feel like you can't get away with them anymore. It may be a jacket. Maybe you had a power job and you put this jacket on and you felt really good in this jacket. It might even be red. Go and take a look in your closet. First of all, look for the things that you really love, regardless of whether you're wearing them, regardless of whether they fit you, all the things. And then what are the commonalities between the pieces? What can we see that is common? That's what you're looking for. Now, the commonalities could be something like, oh, I really love classic clean lines, but a little bit of color. Or I tend to wear mostly neutrals and feel really comfortable in that. Or I love, like me, an array of color and print, and that is always a commonality. So think to yourself, what is the feeling? I'm less concerned with the actual fabric and the style and the cut. I'm looking at the feeling. What is the feeling feeling that you have when you look at these things? And what is the feeling that you used to have when you wore them? Or if you're wearing them now, what is the feeling that they give you? We're looking for the feeling. Do you get that we're looking for the feeling? There will be commonalities. And if there are not, it means that you have lots of different styles that you really love, which is also fine because you can start to marry them and pull them together. As an example, for me, I really love rock chic kind of edgy stuff. I'm all about it. I love leather, I love studs, I love something edgy. I also really love 70s fashion, kind of psychedelic. I love Prince. I love a little bit of that boho chicness, not the sort of boho like huge dresses, but more just like, I love that. I love the colors. I love the prints. And so what I've discovered is that combining them actually is my unique style. So one of the other things that I find, girlfriends, is that there are these quizzes out there that'll say, what is your personal style? And it will give you a list of questions. Personally, I have never been happy with the results of those. I feel like it categorizes me and puts me into a box. I'm not wanting to box you. Rather, what I want to find is that individual kind of personal style, because I want to help you create a look that is going to represent who you are as a woman and who you are now. You with me? So let me say that this process may take a little bit of time, and it's okay that it takes time. Give yourself the time. You may also not like anything in your closet, and if that is the case, then I would suggest that you go into some stores, not necessarily online, but actually just go into a store, even if it's too expensive for you, even if it's not within your budget. Go into stores that you are drawn to. Go into those stores that you normally would never go into. Look around and start to look at what you're drawn to. What are the colors? What are the styles? What is the feeling you imagine you would feel if you wore those clothes? Remember, again, we're going with the feeling.